Yo, what it do, YouTube? Johnny here, and welcome everyone back to another episode of Planet Zoo. In the last episode, we went and we built our new area, which is we've been calling it Kid Mountain, but I've been thinking about switching it to like I don't know, Adventure Mountain, something kind of cliche. But I don't know. I've been thinking about it. So we added some things in the last episode. We added these guys, the little wombats, and we added the doll sheep, aka the rams, as well. And we added this nice little mountain hiking area. It's where you hike and you can see some sheep hopping on some rocks around you. It's pretty cool. And then we added this in here as well. This is currently closed. I'm actually going to pause the game. And now I've kind of started mapping out how I want my kid area thing to go. So I saw this area here, and I decided we're going to put something here. So we're going to have something here, 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 and here. Honestly, I might actually go like that. Make this just a little bit tinier. I added this railed in thing because I kind of figured that this is going to be a little rough. So this is going to be our tortoise area. It's going to be called Tortoise Springs. And then we're going to have our llama pen like right here. And then we are going to have something here and something here. I'm going to leave those as a surprise. But before we actually even talk about building any of these things, I want to apologize. Last episode, I don't know what happened. I noticed that like my commentary during the speed build was just, I don't know where it went. It was gone. I'm not too sure what happened to that. I really don't know, but you know, I watched it and I was like, oh, that's not good, and I didn't realize it until it was already up, and I was like, oh well, whatever, you know. I don't really know. I could redo the commentary for it, but I don't know if I want to re-upload that. If you guys really want me to re-upload that, it's fine. I actually kind of found it kind of relaxing watching the speed build while everything was super quiet, but if that's what you guys want, I don't mind. I don't mind redoing the commentary and re-uploading it. That's not an issue at all for me. So anyways, before we get started with the speed build, I just kind of want to explain my thought process. So Tortoise Springs right here, pretty cool. I was thinking about putting like, I don't know, like some kind of thing inside of this to make it kind of smoky or misty. I'm pretty sure that there's a special effect that shoots mist and stuff like that. So, or steam. And I kind of want to make this look like, you know, just a warm water source, you know. And then, of course, the tortoises just have this area to kind of play around. I'm going to put it all the way out around here. Okay, continuing on. We have the llamas right here. The, right here, I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do. There's just going to be, I think, we're going to put like a path that goes like this for the binturong. Shoot, just gave it away. Well, that's what we're putting here, the binturong. But anyways, we're going to have the path going around. You know what's funny? I could totally cut that out, but I'm totally leaving that in because I can just laugh at my own mistake that way. So we're going to have the binturong here. I was thinking red pandas for the longest time that I was going to put in this area. And then I don't know why, I looked at the binturong and I couldn't get over it. I don't know why. Something about the binturong, I really like it. So we're going to put in our binturongs down here, and you're going to walk up to this path. There's going to be like, I don't know, some kind of glass wall here, glass barriers. And then I'm going to probably try to figure something out. I'm probably just going to have to use normal barriers because I don't know how else I would get all that squared out. I mean, I could just put a bunch of rocks, but I don't know. And then we're going to have like a climbing thing here, and it's going to come up to your eyes and stuff. It's going to be cool. You're going to be like Ivy with the binturongs, and then they're going to walk around down here. And I don't know why I find them so adorable. I just do. And then in the middle here, we're going to have our other mystery animal. Not as exciting as you guys might think in this middle area, but I kind of just had a really cool idea. So I'm going to keep it that way. So before, just a couple more things I want to do before we get into the speed build. I'm going to turn the railing on ground path off. And we are going to delete this path. and we were gonna make this a bigger path, and we're gonna put it up this way. And then I was thinking about putting like a balloon stand and a water stand or something along those lines. So where's this? Do I have the curb off? Where's curb on? Yeah, okay, I did have that off. So we're gonna make this 20 foot. We're actually just gonna make this a big path. We're gonna make this nice and large, and it's just, yeah, something cool, you know. So I really like the path I'm working out for this. I don't know why I'm stalling so much, but I am. I guess let's just go ahead and get right into the speed build, guys. Enjoy, and for the life of me, I hope this isn't muted. Fingers crossed. Enjoy the speed build, guys. Okay, so welcome everyone to the speed build today. Yeah, like I said before, sorry guys about the speed build from last episode not being so good. But honestly, I think I'm gonna leave it like that because I actually kind of liked how relaxing it felt to kind of watch that. But anyways, we start off here by just building a nice little tortoise springs is what we're gonna call it. And you know, honestly, every time I go back and I see these speed builds and, you know, commentate over them, every single time I'm just amazed by how fast this is for you guys, because for me this was like an hour for all of this. To build all of these things was like an hour, but for you guys it's like 10 minutes. It's fun. As you guys can see, I was trying to find a spot for the habitat gate, and then you know, I just put some stuff down, make it very nice and easy. There you go. Yeah, that was really a super easy thing. And you guys may have seen there, sorry, bad word choice, that the last animal is red crowned cranes, but I'm gonna let you guys see what happens. But anyway, so we renamed the place to Adventure Mountain instead of Kid Mountain because I didn't really see this as a kid area anymore. I just feel like anybody would really enjoy this, like especially with the binturongs and stuff. Like this place just looks so good. Honestly, this is probably my favorite episode so far. Favorite build so far for sure. I'm very, very proud of how everything came out. Everything looks very good. And as you guys could probably see at this point, I've kind of forgotten that animals need hard shelter. So I had to put in a couple of things of hard shelter for the tortoises. Begrudgingly. I didn't want to, but I did. So yeah, there you go. And I just kind of finished everything, and then I was looking for the mist effect, and I thought that was it, but no, it wasn't. And I just realized I was on the wrong page, and there it is. And that just looks amazing to me. It looks a lot nicer when it's not, you know, very sped up, but it's cool. So yeah, the tortoise thing was super easy. Yeah, at this point I do completely redo our power, and yeah, it's just an easy little plop right there. The what's the word I'm looking for? The blueprinted keeper hut really helps out with that. It really helps out with scenery rating, quote unquote, which, if you guys don't know, brings the negative effects of these power buildings and these staff buildings way down, and it just makes everything way easier. So if you guys ever wondered why I use the blueprinted keeper huts, is because it just helps everything work out around it. As you guys see, we've moved on to the llama pen, and I was trying really hard to make sure everything can squeeze in there, and I end up using the chain link fence, which is honestly, I know a lot of people give a lot of flack for using the Planet Zoo barriers, but the chain link fence, I feel like, is a very, very fine excuse for that, because it's just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just a chain link fence, you know. It's what most people's backyards are made out of, you know. So to see like a petting zoo like animal have that, you know, it's not that crazy to me. I think it's perfectly fine. If you guys really hate it, I can go back and change it to something else. I don't know what I would, but I don't know. If you guys don't have a problem with it, you don't have a problem with it. So, yeah, anyways, so building the llama pen wasn't as fun as the rest of these. It was kind of a really quick and easy build type thing. It was just llamas. That's what it was. And I was trying to find the right plants to place down. Eventually, I found the right stuff. And it took me a while to find a place for these trees. I wanted to put in a holly tree so bad because I hadn't used one of those yet. And I like the way they look. I like the flower trees. They're kind of cool. And as you guys can see now, I'm adding that to the work zone. And then eventually, I went and tried to do that, but then I was like, I don't even know why I'm doing that in the first place because I still have to build the binturong thing anyways. I just had to make a lot more space for these guys because they were kind of complaining about the amount of space they had, and it still wasn't really enough. So then I really started messing with everything, and I made it so like that their enclosure gets just underneath the gondola. I keep forgetting the name. I've always known them as Skylift, so it's very different for me. Anyways, as you guys see, I made a little cut there because I was just finishing more adjustments with the fence. As you guys can see, I was having a really hard time trying to get this gate in for the binturongs, and I eventually got it. Sacrificing a little bit of space for the llamas, but it's okay. It's not that big a deal. So anyways, the binturongs, honestly, this was my favorite. This was the most fun I've ever had making a habitat. I really gotta start calling them habitats instead of enclosures. I used to play Jurassic World Evolution. For those who don't know what that game is, it's a game where you build your own Jurassic Park. And I'm used to calling everything an enclosure. So if you guys ever wondered why I always call them enclosures, that's actually why. So anyways, this was honestly the most fun I've ever had building a habitat. I've literally never had more fun with a habitat before in my entire life. It was just so fun. And I went to put in the one-way glass. They really should make it so you can flip that around because honestly, I put it in the wrong way before and then I put it in the wrong way again. Or the right way the next time, I mean. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. But anyways, I start adding trees and the place just starts to look like a really comfy, cozy little... what's the word I'm looking for? This little nook area, I guess. And it looks really nice. I called it Binturong Cove. That's what I ended up naming it. I think I talk about it a little bit in the post-speed build commentary. So, yeah, it was pretty simple. I'm just now realizing that they could climb over that chain link fence, couldn't they? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. They haven't done it yet, so they really don't care. But I was honestly really happy with the binturongs. At first, I was just trying to like figure out what they like, and eventually, I kind of get it all together, and it looks good. It's just a patchy-looking area. I add all their stuff in for them. Very, very simple things to add, and then I added this. Then I realized, oh wait, that's climbable, so perfect idea. Let's put one of their enrichment items on top of that. I figured that I was going to put the herb scent marker on top of something, so it gives them an incentive to climb on top of something. Then I decided I wanted to make a bridge go somewhere else. And then I eventually do that. And then I get this thing in, I try to place it, but angles are always fun because you get the wrong angle, it looks right, but it actually isn't. Eventually, I put it in correctly, and then I put that down there. And then I put the herb scent marker up there because I really want them to use that. I want them to go off top of that platform, see that little herb scent marker, and then use it. And then I tried experimenting with other climbing things, and I just decided no. So I did a couple more little climbable branches. If they wanted to just climb on top of something that badly, they can climb on the little branches. And then I placed those, realized that I was misplacing them, and then I had to replace them again, and then place some more stuff for the llamas. There we go. Very simple stuff. Wasn't a crazy build. Very fun. Love the binturongs so much. That's honestly my favorite that we've ever done. I always, like, the entire time when we were, or when I was deciding what animals I wanted to put in next, I really, really wanted to do the binturongs. And I knew I was going to put something down there. And like I said, I was originally leaning toward red pandas, but it just didn't work out. And anyways, now we are trying to build a crane enclosure, or a crane habitat. Sorry, I got to get back into the habit. So here's what my cool idea was. My cool idea was to put a big old fountain in there. Honestly, I couldn't even find a good fountain design just because there wasn't really any statues for any of the animals that we have. So I ended up just putting like a very basic fountain. Nothing too crazy, just, yeah, little basic fountain. And then, you know, I put a big circle around it, a roundabout, if you will. And then I tried to connect a path to there, but it was like, it's not working, whatever. So we put the guest gates in. I ended up putting one in like in that corner, another one in that corner. And then, yeah, eventually there we go. The roundabout did actually look nice. It did look pretty good. I'm actually pretty proud of that. And then I try to kind of experiment with the ways I can place these little hedges in, because I kind of wanted to do it like a Flamingo Falls type thing. Like a little knockoff Flamingo Falls crane fountain, I guess. I don't know. And then, yeah, once I place that in, and then I get the cranes delivered, and I started thinking to myself, the fountain doesn't count as water. And then it started worrying me. I was like, uh-oh, so I better see if I can like just put in some little bits in water. And it wasn't letting me it was being weird about putting water in. It was just being really weird about it. Like I couldn't put water in unless it was super deep, and then, yeah, see, as you can see there, it was barely even letting me place water. It was really being really dumb. I don't know why it was doing that, so. And then I started having management problems, which I had to get figured out. I was trying to figure out where that binturong went. And something that I really like is that they climb out on those rocks, look out at everything, and then just kind of go right back in their enclosure, because I can't really just jump off a rock and die. But, yeah, honestly, I'm really happy with that binturong thing so much. That's probably forever and always going to be my favorite enclosure in the entire zoo. So, yeah, eventually I put the crane thing there. I realized, yeah, I'm probably not going to get this done. I released the one. I put the others in the trade center. Sadly, the cranes didn't work out. I really wanted it to. I really did. But it wasn't working. I really wish it did, guys. I'm sorry. I wish it did, but it just didn't. So anyways, I saw the cranes, take a look at the binturongs, because I was just mesmerized by that. For you guys, it was only a split second. For me, it was like 30 seconds. But yeah, that was the speed build, or the attempt at one. Okay, we're back. Definitely one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had with a speed build, that's for sure. It really sucked that the whole crane thing didn't work out, just because it was just the water mechanics were being dumb, and it just didn't want to work out. It didn't do bad over here. I don't know why. I mean, granted, I probably could have made more water in here, but I don't know. These guys are perfectly fine, aren't they? Yeah. Granted, barely, but that's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. But the thing I'm really happy with is the binturongs. I'm really happy with that. Honestly, this could probably... Yeah, that's fine. We can leave it like that. What is this guy doing? What? What? That was weird. That was so weird. Okay. But the binturong, I'm really happy with how that came out. This actually looks really, really cool. I honestly wonder if I could put a bridge going from here to here. I don't know. That might be too much. But I really like this whole thing. Something I'm actually going to change up some stuff here. Hold on. Okay, I just wanted to do some quick little edits to what I was making climbable and what isn't, just so, like, you know, I didn't want to put that on camera because that was probably boring. I basically just made it so they can't climb up this thing completely, like they have to take all of this and then go to here. You know, just kind of, I don't know, some different stuff. And I really want to see one climb up that. Can I see one of them do that? Probably not. No. I'll climb up that one, though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of the coolest areas in the... This might be the coolest area in the entire zoo, because it just is fun looking. It looks really fun. Honestly, I really don't think there's much else I need to add. This is perfectly fine. definitely want to add something inside of here, though. Don't know what. It doesn't have to be an animal. Maybe I can put, like, I don't know, just some, like, shops and a restroom or something, but I don't know. Very happy with Adventure Mountain. Very cool. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 new species in here. Looks really cool. Definitely one of the best builds. Shout out to the person who recommended that I do like a terraform type build, because that was honestly, this is honestly probably one of the most fun builds I've ever done in Planet Zoo ever. You know, I really wasn't thinking about doing anything super, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, the skunks. Okay, we should fix that. What was the word I'm looking for? Complicated. That was the word. Yeah, I didn't want to do anything crazy complicated. Let's go ahead and release you to the wild. But yeah, pretty cool though. Definitely a really nice way to finish that place. Wow, that is a lot of albino skunks. I just need. So okay, there we go. Okay then. I choose this one. We're just gonna send you in Skunk Tavern. There we go. I was about to say that. Why is that taking so long to do? Okay. There we go. Definitely don't want inbreeding. So here we got Tortoise Springs. I don't know what we're going to call this. Maybe like Binturong Cove or Binturong Forest. It looks really cool. This big tree over here definitely was a solid put. Definitely was solid to put this in. Looks really cool. And I really like the fact that they just climb up on these rocks and they'll just kind of look out. Like, how cool would it be if you were riding the gondolas, whatever, skylift type thing? That's what I used to call them when I was, anyways. That's what I'm used to calling them. You're riding the skylift and one of the Binturongs just comes right on this rock and just looks at you coming by. That's just so cool to me. I really, really like this build. This is definitely, the Binturong is probably my favorite enclosure in the entire zoo, for sure. I love that. I love that so much. It's just so cool. The llamas, it took a while to find the right spacing, but I don't know. It was cool. Cool stuff. I'm honestly really proud. All of these enclosures look good. Every single one of them do. Especially the Binturong one. Still can't get over how awesome that is. Very awesome. Although, I don't know. Binturongs versus the Rams. Who do you guys think are better? The Binturong enclosure or the awesome mountainside ram trail? That's a difficult one because the Binturongs do have an awesome thing going, but I don't know. So, what's the thing I'm looking for? Oh yeah. So in the last episode, I asked you guys if you want to do a tour. Still not too sure on that. So if you guys actually do want me to do a tour, I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds here. Go type your comment in now, or, you know, something along those lines. So just leave a like on the video too. If you guys want to leave a like or leave a comment, I'll know that you guys want a tour video pretty soon. I don't know if there's anything I want to put in here yet. I really got to think on it. Maybe I'll just leave this bare and leave this kind of like a nice little circle area and just kind of have this cool little thing going for it, you know? It doesn't, we don't need anything there, but it would be cool to add something there, that's for sure. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. Please leave a like, leave a comment, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell. Of course, the most important one, share the video with a friend. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your cinematics.